What's up, guys? It's Jim with Awaken TCG. Today, bringing you guys a really fun video after my video yesterday talking about the EB01 leaders that have been making waves in the meta over in Japan. I did not see any Hannyabal, unfortunately, and that was the leader I was looking forward to, and I do think it is strong. I think a couple of you guys actually commented that Hannyabal is strong, and people just kind of don't know what to do with them yet. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to watch a video here. I will have the link to their YouTube channel in the description. They make a ton of great, very detailed gameplay videos looking at stuff that hasn't even come out yet sometimes. So if you guys do want to look up or just watch some matches of stuff that is not out in the West yet, this is going to be a great channel and resource for you guys to use. But anyway, let's get right into the gameplay. So, looks like we are going to have Hannyabal going first. Going to play that Perona on 1. So, with this Hannyabal deck, I have not talked about it yet. It is basically going to play the top deckers, like that Dofi that you see there, and the Perona and X-Drakes, and basically set up the top 5 while ramping, and then you're going to try to get to that 9 Sanji as fast as you can to basically just get out a ton of bodies way before your opponent can and overwhelm them with power. So here he's actually going to play that EB01, which looks at the top card of your deck, and if it is a 2 cost, it plays it onto the board. He knew that was there from Perona, and that's actually going to work perfectly with Hannibal's leader effect, because he's going to bring a 2 cost info down back to hand and ramp 1. If you guys don't know, Hannibal is the only leader that can actually ramp on his 2-Dawn turn in the game, so he technically has the best ramp in the entire game and is the fastest that can get to these big bodies, which I think is why I want to play him, because I love ramping and playing big bodies. Anyway, Uta's going to swing 5. He will end up countering out and then playing that 3-cost Nami and searching out a Brook there. Now that Hannibal is ramped, he is on 6 Dawn. He will actually swing the Ivankov 4K into the leader, which is not enough, but he's doing it for the effect, which is just if you have 5 or less cards in hand. I think it is. Could be 6, but it is basically just draw 1. And he also knew what that draw was. So even Ivankov getting value after it is played is why we're running it. And he's actually going to play another one here. And he knew that Domino was there as well. So actually going to bring that one back with leader effect and ramp again, if I'm assuming. And he will play that Doflamingo before he does that, setting up this Sanji next turn, which is going to be absolutely insane. As you can see there, he has the perfect combo that we're going to be looking for. I will talk about it when he actually gets it. So he's actually going to bring Ivankov back with leader effect. That is also a valid target, as it is an impo down card, and that works with Hannibal. So going to bring that one back instead of the Domino, choosing to leave the blocker on board and bring back the one he swung with, as it would just be an easy one to KO. So Ucha's going to swing 6 here. Go leader effect. Looks like they just grabbed that 2K Sanji. And then we will give a 1 and a 1. Now, may seem weird, especially that when he does have that 2K counter in hand. But you're going to see why he did this on the next turn here. So Nami going to swing 5. Looks like we're going to search the 1-cost New Genesis here. And we will actually just give a 2K out of hand now. And now with 2 cards in hand, it is going to employ us to, or allow us to do our play next turn. He'll actually just play a Zoro out of hand. And then now passing back to Hannibal, now on 9 Dawn, when we should have been at 7. So perfect for that Sanji. But we're going to swing 5 at Nami. He will counter out 1K. And then we will play that Sanji. Again, should have been at 7 Dawn. This is a really, really fast ramp. And getting that Ivankov off the top of the deck from the Sanji, which is, since he has 2 cards in hand, right, since I was talking about why we're countering out, that is going to draw the new EB01 into his hand, and that allows it to play that off of the 7-drop Ivankov effect, as it is a 6-cost or less impo down character, which is just a disgusting combo. On 7 Dawn, you played a 9K and 2 7Ks, one of which draws you 2 cards at the end of the turn, as you just saw there, with Inazuma, as he only had 2 cards in hand. So just the amount of value Hannibal can get with these insane turns is really good, and the amount of consistency I think he'll be able to get this off with all of these top deck organizers is actually going to be pretty incredible. But anyway, we're going to use a new Genesis. I think they might have searched out an Usopp there. Going to search again with the Nami. Uta's hand is looking absolutely massive right now. So even though we got this insane combo off, this game is by no means over. And going to search another new Genesis. And probably just going to use that right away. Yep, we're going to use that. Look at top 3 once again. A lot of searching going on in Green Uta. It just came out in the West, and I know a ton of people are excited to play it. Look forward to Saturday when Wraith will be playing that at locals, and we will see how he does. Anyways, he's going to swing with that 5 and just going to give him the blocker. And then a 6K will give him the 2K. Just trying to get a couple cards off the board because we probably do want to play something big next turn. But yeah, Uta just going to play that Luffy into Brook. And then Brook into an Usopp, I would assume. Oh no, Brook into the 3-cost Uta blocker. So if he did want to restand one of his units, he could. But it looks like he is going to choose not to, choosing to keep that backlight in hand. So we're actually going to swing 5 with the 3-cost Ivankov, drawing us 1, as we are 5 or less cards in hand. We will swing 7K with the next Ivankov into Nami. He'll give us that. Swing another 8 into Zoro. Somehow... literally matching the board flood of Uta, which is actually incredible, while ramping at the same time. He'll go 9 into Luffy, and he'll just give us that 3-cost Uta blocker, and then he'll play an X-Drake to organize that top 3 again, which is actually pretty good. And you're going to play that Impel down out of hand, getting that 2 cards in hand, which means, since we organize the top 5, Inazuma effect is online, and we can draw the 2 cards that we knew we were going to draw. So you can see the synergy points in this deck, from the ramp, the early ramp, to the top decking, to the big cost bodies, to all the Impo down stuff. Really, really strong. Anyway, Uchi's going to swing 6 and simply just play a 9-cost Zoro, which is pretty much unremovable in this matchup unless Hannibal decided to run a Red Rock, which... I think just doesn't really belong in the deck, so definitely a good card for this deck, as you can actually clear the board with that Zoro if you wanted to, pretty easily, or go for game. But now, with not much to play, he'll just go 7K to life, trying to swing over that Luffy as we do not want to give any free blocks. Another 7K will be countered out of. Then we will attach 3 to Ivankov, go 7K again, and as we are 4 cards in hand, we'll draw 1 there. We're going to go 9K with Sanji. Looks like he's going to take that, going down to 1. And then we will attach 4 to leader, as we don't really want to replace anything on board at the moment. Swinging 9, he will take that as well. And then going to just get rid of that Ivankov and play another top deck organizer with Doflamingo. And going to place those ones at the top. And using the Impo down stage to immediately find what we already knew was there. So... another great card in this deck, as after you put cards on the top of your deck, it's basically a search, because if you have the stage on board, you can convert the cards on the top of your deck to a card you want to search out with your stage. So really good combo there as well. Anyway, he will go 6 with Uta and search out a Zoro. 2 blockers on board, but we're going to choose to take that, even though we have a lot of 2Ks in hand. It looks like he's going to go for the backlight, resting the X-Drake. Do not want to deal with that blocker this turn. And you're going to go for another backlight, resting the 3-cost Doflamingo. And now with Zoro and some good bodies on board, looks like we're going to decide to go for game. He will go 7 to leader. He will take, going to go another 7 to leader, going to go 2 and a 1, as we do not want to have to counter out of 3 9K Zoro swings. Zoro going to go 9, tapping 1 on attack and restanding. He'll take that, going down to 1. And going to swing again. Going to take that again, going down to 1. Even though we have the counter, it's smart to do this stuff, because if you know you can counter out of the final attack, you are just baiting your opponent to go for game, which he did there, and will counter out for plus 5K. And with only 3 cards in hand on the Uta side, and this massive board that just never got removed, yeah, we're going to go 19K to lead, and that will be the game. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Here is the deck list once again, if you did not catch it. Really fun deck, and really looking forward for this for these new cards to come out on the sim, as I think Batsu, if you guys have not seen, is coming out with EB on the One Piece Simulator very soon. So looking forward to that. And I really do think this deck is a great deck, combining the ability of Blue's draw power and top decking potential with the ramp of Purple. I think is a really fun concept, and I think we're only scratching the surface of this amazing leader. So if you guys are looking forward to Hannibal, let me know in the comments. But anyways, you guys have a great day. I'm gonna head out. Peace.